Hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition. In the last episode, we completed Jack's loyalty mission, and we returned to the Normandy to find Jack and Miranda attempting to kill each other. Yeah, our plan failed. Our plan failed to bring Miranda along with us to Jack's mission, to open up her eyes to the abuses that Cerberus commits. Our plan failed. She doubled down, in fact. She claimed that, oh, it wasn't really Cerberus that did that to you, and anyway, you were a mistake, Jack. Part of me isn't too mad at Miranda because, again, she is a groomed child. One day she will wake up and she will realise, oh, Cerberus groomed me. These people aren't great. She will realise that one day. However, there's no need to be so rude to Jack. There is absolutely no need to be so rude to her. Miranda, why? Now, I will be going to check in with Jack, however, first things first. Update on the kid from Captain Bailey, CSEC. Hey Shepard, just wanted to let you know that the Drell's kid is doing okay. Everything's taken care of legally and he's doing some work for me, helping me deal with some trash in the wards. Maybe make life better for some of the kids like Mouse. Not perfect, but then what is? Don't know if your Drell and mine are talking. I told him life was too short not to, but I don't know if it took. Good luck out there, Bailey. I'm not gonna lie, I am really impressed with Bailey's writing because he's such a minor character. He's only been in two cutscenes, basically. He was there when we first returned to the Citadel, and he was, in Thane's personal quest, but aside from that, he's not really had a major role in the game. He's an extremely minor side character, and yet he very clearly has a very defined background. He has a son that he hasn't raised, or that he regrets how he raised him. I find that so interesting. I'm really fond of Bailey. I think he's got some good writing. And alert, security breach from Project Firewalker. That was a close one on Corrumto, Shepard. A disturbing fact has come to light in analysing the channel you used to transmit your findings. Unauthorised transmissions have been sent from the MSV Rosalie to an unknown destination. It's assumed that this is how the Geth are tracking Doctors Case and Oloy. The data you retrieved gives us a definite location for Dr. Case's Prothean site. The Doctor was certain that the site held a Prothean revelation of enormous significance. It is recommended you head there as soon as possible to counter any Geth retrieval missions already in play. Okay, I'll get to that. I'll get to that when I get to it, eventually. However, first things first, take me to engineering. Let's go check in with Jack. She has had quite a major revelation. I was gonna say she may want someone to talk to, however, this is Jack. She'll probably want to, beat someone up instead.
I needed to wipe that place off the map. You took me there to do it, and I owe you. You don't know what it's like, Shepard, to have garbage like that following you. It marks you in ways you don't expect.
Oh. Here's the thing, Naomi does know. What I'm about to say is going to sound very harsh. I'm aware of that. The thing with Jack is that I think on some level she believes herself to be the ultimate victim. She has suffered more than anyone else in the galaxy. No one could even come close to her level of suffering. And it's because she has trauma that she's never dealt with. She's never been able to move past what happened to her when she was a kid. And because of that, she has a very childlike way of looking at her suffering. I'm the only one who suffered. No one else has suffered like me. La 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 la. I'm sticking my fingers in my ears. You haven't suffered like me. No, 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 no. Like I said, I'm aware that is harsh, but I would also argue that it's true. And here's the thing, Naomi, I'm not going to say, I'm not trying to say that Naomi has suffered more than Jack. That's not what I'm saying at all. It's just that Naomi has also suffered. Naomi also has trauma. Most of the people on the Normandy have trauma. I think, to be honest, I think it's rather tacky to try and quantify it. You know, everyone's suffered in different ways. I don't think you should be there going, oh, well, clearly Jack suffered the most compared to Naomi, and then it's Tali, and then it's, you know, this person, and then it's this person, and then all the way at the other end of the list, you've got Grunt, because he's not lived that long, so he hasn't really suffered at all. Like, quantifying people's trauma and then, like, listing them off, I find that very tacky. But I do think that Naomi has suffered. Naomi and Jack, they're both very similar. They both had to do awful things to survive as kids. And Naomi knows exactly what it is like to carry that around, to carry that suffering around. So yeah, I don't think that, you know, Naomi would be saying, oh, get over yourself, everyone suffered. But I do think she would be, you know, saying like, A, you're not the only one who's suffered here. Most people have. I do know what it's like to have something following you around and you can't shake it off.
I've made a lot of hard choices, Jack. Like what to let go.
Hard to walk away from it. You'd think it would get easier now that the place is a crater. But what else do I know?
This seems very hollow because Jack didn't choose to spare Aresh. We forced her to. She hasn't really grown or learned anything because Shepard just dominated her into doing what she wanted. I think that is my biggest complaint about the loyalty missions. 9 times out of 10, it is Shepard saying, I am going to force you to do this. You don't get to make the decision about what happens. I am forcing my will on you. I think my favourite loyalty mission so far, because obviously we still have Garrus's left, but out of the ones I have done, my favourite loyalty mission was Tali's. And not for anything that happened, but because she stated, I do not want to use this evidence in the trial. We have found evidence that exonerates me and I do not want to use it. I am giving you my opinion. I have free will. I have agency outside of the player character. I am saying what I want in this. I do not want to use this evidence. And that's why that is my favourite of all the loyalty missions I've played so far. Now, here's the thing, that this may be a me problem. I am well aware of that. This may be a me problem. And I don't want companions whose entire, you know, existence is, I am here for the player character. Oh, yes, sir. No, sir. 3 bags full, sir. I have no opinions outside of what you allow me to have. I have no free will or agency. I am only here to make the player character look better or to be a romance option. La-di-da-da-da. Like, I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in companions like that. I want companions who are like, yeah, we're going on this journey, but I have a life outside of you. My life, my world, does not revolve around Commander Shepard or whoever. I have my own family. I have my own friends. I have my own life. Once this is done, I'm going to return to that. I want companions who feel independent of the main character. And I've spoken about this before. I think there are some gamers who don't want that. They want the companions to just... They want them there to make the main character look good. Or... I've talked about this before. I think a lot of people hate Cassandra in Dragon Age Inquisition because at the beginning of the game, she confronts the player character because she believes that the player exploded the Pope, who is also her best friend. And I've encountered so many people. Oh, I hate Cassandra. I hate her. Why do you hate her? Because she was a bitch to me at the beginning of the game. How would you expect her to act? Oh, I believe you have exploded the Pope, who is also my best friend. Would you like a cup of tea? Let me high-five you. I'm such a big fan, even though I've never met you and I think you've committed an act of domestic terrorism. Like, no, that's not realistic. She doesn't know you from Adam. Of course she's going to be hostile. Of course she's going to be questioning you. Of course she's not going to treat you in the nicest possible way. I think there are a certain section of gamers who think companions always have to respect me. They always have to, agree with everything my character says, this, that, and the other. And, they don't have lives outside of what I allow them to have. And I'm just, that seems so boring to me. I want companions who will disagree with my character. I want companions who will say, hey, I think you're acting shitty. I don't like how you're acting. What the fuck are you doing? I want companions who can think for themselves independent of me, the player. And so Again, I know I keep comparing this to Dragon Age, but hey, Dragon Age is my favorite game series of all time. That's what I'm gonna do. In Dragon Age, in a lot of the personal quests, they allow the player to say, what do you want to do here? What do you want to do? This is your business. This is your quest. What do you want to do? And the player still has the option to either, oh yeah, sure, fine, let's do what you want, or no, I don't think that's right, I'm gonna put my foot down. However, a lot of the times you can at the very least ask, what do you want to do in this situation? And I wish we had that in Mass Effect. I wish we could at the very least ask, what do you want here? Because did sparing Aresh help? This rings so hollow to me because Jack didn't choose this, we forced her to.
I never thought I'd see you show mercy, but you let Aresh live.
He was trapped in the past, reliving it every day. You showed how that could be me. I'm not getting stuck like that. I'm better than him, and I'm sure as hell not carrying that crater around with me.
That, like I said, it just rings very hollow to me. It just rings very hollow because she didn't make that choice. It's funny because in Mass Effect 1 they did something that I really liked with Garrus. So I looked into this. At the end of Mass Effect 1, Garrus can either decide to become more Paragon, in which case he's going to go back to the Citadel and he's going to try and work with C-Sec and he's going to try and become a Spectre, or he can become more Renegade and he decides, you know what, I'm going to go off and be Batman. And it's not dependent on how you do his personal quest, the Dr. Saleon mission. It's dependent on multiple conversations. It's how you speak to him across the entirety of the game. And that influences his decision. And so if you really want to game the system, if you are like, I want him to become Batman, or I want him to become a Spectre, you can absolutely do that. However, if you're like me and you're just talking to him and thinking like, okay, what would my character say? I'm not necessarily trying to game the system, I'm just trying to think what my character, how they would respond to this. And because of that, what Garrus ended up doing, it felt very natural to me. It felt like he made the decision. It wasn't me pushing him in one direction. It was Garrus making the decision for himself. I really liked that. I really, really liked that. So on one hand, part of me is like, well, why didn't they do that for the quests? Why not have the option to say, Jack, this is on you. How are you gonna deal with this? And then the game could have like a little inner tally. Okay, the player spoke to Jack in a Paragon way, therefore Jack is going to spare him. Or the player spoke to Jack in a Renegade way, therefore Jack is going to kill him. Still have the options to, for the people who want this is what I want to do in this situation. I want to spare him. I want to kill him. I want that choice. still have that there, but just add something in where you can say, Jack, what do you want to do about this? Are you going to try and grow, or are you still ensconced in your desire for revenge? What are you going to do? Like I said, I'm not saying to take away the option, you know, for telling Jack what to do. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that Shepard should never be able to tell anyone what to do. I just wish we had the option to say, what do you want? What do you want in all of this? You are my companion. You are my friend. Your opinion matters to me. I don't want to blindside you. What do you want here? To get back to the conversation at hand, do you feel like you've changed? Do you feel like this was beneficial?
Do you think you're different now?
I know that place is gone. But I still kind of want to kill every person I see. No offense.
I wanted to help you. What does to me, that reads as very bitter. Oh, I wanted to help you, and you don't think that you're better. Oh my god, like that. That reads as extremely bitter to me. Extremely bitter. But it's the Paragon option, so I doubt it is. I'm drawn to it's a start, because this is a start. This is, you know, this is an opportunity for Jack. You know, maybe to get help. You know, she's dealt with her past. She can now start moving forwards. But then that reeks of Paragon. So why is that the middle option? You know what? When in doubt, look it up. So I'm gonna look up what these actually say, because I don't trust this. Like, this reads as very bitter. This reads as very Paragon, but I could be completely misjudging these dialogue options. So you know what? I'm gonna look up what they actually say for these choices. So 1 second. Okie doke, and I am back. So I only actually ended up looking up this one, and as it turns out, yeah, I completely misjudged this. This is, I'll take whatever I can get with you, Jack. It's very defeatist, and that, you know, I interpreted that as like, oh, well, you can start to get help now. You can use this as like a base for, you know, building yourself up. But yeah, no, this is very defeatist. I don't like that. So I guess I kind of just have to go with this one.
You sure about this? I want to do whatever I can to get your head on straight.
Don't get all therapist on me, Shepard. You're not the couch type. I hate that stuff anyway. Bullshit, prison, psych. You did me a favor, and that's enough. More than I expected. I'll keep it together.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, that was a lot better. I wish... Why not talk with Chakwas? Why not talk with Chakwas? She's really good. I promise. Naomi is having bi-weekly therapy sessions with her. Like, Chakwas is a really good listener. You might find that it helps you, but then again... Oh shit, there we go. But then again, if she doesn't want to get therapy, then, like, that's up to her. I just hope that she can find... I just hope that she can find some way to deal with her emotions in a healthy way. Then we go to the kick. Because right now she isn't. Right now I don't think she's coping very
Miranda,
well.
you received a new message at your private terminal.
A new message? Or are you talking about the ones I read? You're talking about the ones I read. Okay. Okay, Kelly. Still don't trust you. Okay, yes, we can explore this system. Let's start with Kalbasha. Kalabsha, there we go, that sounds right. Not Kalbasha. Oh, that's a thought. How many probes do I have? How many probes? Yam. With over 90% of its surface covered in oceans, Yam is a habitable nitrogen-oxygen world, but its extremes can be quite hostile to sapient life. The heat from its extremely long days reaches dangerous levels, ranging from 24 Celsius at night to 53 in the afternoon in the temperate zones. Hurricanes run unchecked across the oceans, with winds reaching up to 250 kilometers per hour. While there are some arthropod-like animals, the predominant forms of life are various kinds of toxic algae blooms that stretch hundreds of kilometers across. However, other biohydrocarbon algae blooms are suitable for use as biofuel, and farming the green gold forms the backbone of Yam's economy. Colony founded 2170 CE. Population 488,504. Capital New Karnak. Orbital distance 2.0 AU. Orbital period 2.8 Earth years. Radius 6,501 kilometer. Day length 69.6 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 1.8 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature 34 Celsius, temperate zone. Surface gravity 1.1 G. Okay, and you're a moderate. Where do we... Come on, give me... There we go.
Probe away.
You'll do. Okay, 31 probes. However, it doesn't look like there are many planets here.
Launching probe.
So we can head back to, I think it was Dhaka?
Launching probe.
Either way, we can head back to the first place, no problem.
Probe launched.
But just to go back to what I was saying
Launching
before,
probe.
and I should just say I have enjoyed the loyalty missions that I've played. I have enjoyed them. Don't get me wrong, like I'm nitpicking a bit, but I'm not saying that like, oh, they were shit and I hated them. No.
Probe away.
I just wish that it wasn't always
Probe away.
Shepard deciding what to do in other people's lives. I just wish that the companions had more of a say. Like I said, it's a nitpick.
Probe launched.
It's a nitpick and it's a holdover from playing Dragon Age.
Launching probe.
Because as I said, generally speaking in the Dragon Age games, you can always ask the companions, what do you want to do here? This is your personal quest, what do you want to do? So it is a holdover from playing that. Oh, hello, thank you kindly.
Probe launched.
But yeah, aside from that, I have enjoyed the loyalty missions. I thought they've been really interesting. Yeah, it's only two. Only 2 planets, good stuff. Tefnut. A hydrogen-helium gas giant, Tefnut is home to a helium-3 collection and the nearest refueling facility to the Nubian Expanse's mass relay. As such, it is a major gateway to the Verge and the Terminus systems, and has become famous for its hospitality industry. Tefnut's motto is known throughout the galaxy, like home, only better. Visitors here can stay at expensive resort stations, watch locally produced entertainment, buy mind-affecting substances not welcome in Citadel space, and rent companionship. Resources are shipped in from Yam at substantial discounts, allowing the small space stations to have surprising luxuries such as edible arthropods and large amounts of fresh water. Population 33,810 spread across 5 space stations. Orbital distance 4.1 AU. Orbital period 8.3 Earth years. Radius 57,010 kilometers. Day length 8.8 Earth hours. Now, 1 second. I think I might have a nosebleed. That's not good. That's not good. Well, I've only got 5 minutes left. Come on, hold it together.
Launching probe.
Go on. You can come with me, why not? This place is only poor, but oh, there we go.
Probe launched.
You can get some nice spikes on poor planets. Oh, hello. anyone else? Anyone else? Because I'm about to go. Or you?
Probe away.
Lovely jubbly. And okay, that's it. That's everything. Now then, back to the first place. I need more probes. It was Dakar. There we go. My memory isn't too bad. Now then, give me the shit. Give me the shit, please. And we can go all the way up to 60. Lovely. And Quertassi, what do you have for me? Again, another really small area. Also, hello. Are you alright? You don't look so good, mate. I don't know if you're supposed to be like that or if something is going on with you. I'ma just loot this place and then I'ma leave. Noressa. Noressa is an unremarkable methane ammonia ice giant with a small family of icy moons. It is likely that the Quertassi system had additional worlds earlier in its history, but these have been swallowed by the aging giant star. Quertassi is an elderly, metal-poor Population 2 star, broadly similar to Arcturus. Orbital distance, 6.17 AU. Orbital period, 2.4 Earth years. Radius, 42,214 kilometers. Day length, 19.2 Earth hours. And you are moderate. Again, give me a nice starting position. You'll do.
Probe away.
Nah. You can be left, but you can come with me.
Launching probe.
And a yoink.
Probe away.
Okay, and now it's poor. Now it's poor. God, I'm so sorry. That's a lie. I'm not sorry at all. I want to loot. This itches that need to loot for me.
Probe away.
Considering they got rid of looting in this game, this is as close as I can get, and I need to loot. I need to. Now then, where do we want to go from here? Because again, I never plan out what I'm doing. I never plan out where I'm going. So there's the Prothean ruin. However, we still have other Firewalker missions. Only two though. Geth incursion. I think my thought is that we'll do one of the Firewalker things, and then I think we'll either do the smuggled cargo or the crashing ship. Yeah, that's for endgame. You know what? Yeah, you're done. Let's head here. Now then. Okay, so the Reaper is in Thorn. I'm gonna leave that. I'm not heading there until I am ready. Teshub, the first and larger of the two gas giants in the Hawking Eater Gateway system, Teshub is composed mainly of hydrogen and helium. The brown and orange coloration in its upper cloud decks are caused by the upwelling of sulfur from lower levels of the atmosphere. Orbital distance 0.9. Orbital period 1.6 Earth years. Radius 63,568 kilometers. Day length 16.6 Earth hours. And you are moderate.
Launching probe.
A yoink.
Launching probe.
You know, I was told that the Firewalker missions, they're not the best. However, I've been enjoying them personally. They're very different. They're very, very different. And here's the thing, that's a blessing and a curse. It's so different that it is jarring. However, it does also provide quite a nice break.
Probe away.
You know, it's something different to do every so often, and I'm enjoying that. Ooh, hello. You can come with me.
Probe away.
And okay, yeah, that's good. I think I'll save the Prothean site for last, though. I know I was told to head there soon, but it'll be fine. Habat. Habat is a methane ammonia ice giant. When Heavy Metals Exomining of China won the bidding rights to develop the moon of Pressrop in the Sentry system, it began by establishing Helium-3 refueling facility on Habat. The station, completed this year, is considered a model facility by the executives of the state-run company. Though the station produces more than enough fuel to supply the HMEC ships running to and from Sentry, it has a crew of only a dozen for maintenance and oversight. Nearly all the day-to-day operations are automated. Orbital distance 1.35 AU. Orbital period 2.9 Earth years. Radius 36,257 kilometers. Day length 17.1 Earth hours. And you're a decent starting point. Why not?
Probe.
Okay, now
Probe.
let's finish off strong. Give me the good shit.
Probe launched.
I want all of the minerals, if you would be so kind.
Probe.
I'm poor already, boo. Much offense. Hello, I saw that. Ah, right there.
Probe away.
Oh, you too.
Probe launched.
And I think... Ooh, hello. I'm not going to be able to find that again. Damn it, oh well. Oh well, I guess we're leaving some stuff behind, but it'll be right. It'll be right. Okie doke. Now then, in the next episode we head to Ver, but until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista, thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.